Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 54th episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse, 20th Anniversary Edition. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora Two-Hearts. She's an Arun in the Good of Fenris.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 19, a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garu. He's known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
Hi, I'm George. I'm playing Roy, also known as Mindscape. He is a Ragabosh with the Stargazers.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm playing Zeb, also known as Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
And I'm Adam, and I play Mark. Mark guides the Fallen, and he is a Theurge of the Children of Gaia, and he is seeking his purpose through the Garu.
So, last time, you had all been approached by a rat spirit. Its body had been deformed, its fur turned to white, an eye turned red as its body and its spiritual being starting to represent that of a lab rat rather than the wild rat that it had been before. Bits of calcification wrapping around its spiritual being, and it had come to you with a message. That message being, Mark Guides the Fallen is captured, and that he resides now in the land of Boulders. You are all at the Sept of the Sacred Stone, as the spirit has healed a bit thanks to the gnosis that was granted it. The spirit thanks you and begins to run off into the woods to be free again. How would you like to proceed?
Would Bear be able to kind of guide us to where Mark is at all?
Nope, because remember he had that bit of web on him?
Yeah.
And that was related to him losing track of Mark.
Okay. We'll see it.
Roy has a phone, right?
That I do.
Is it a smartphone or just basic?
Just basic, mostly.
Okay, so no Google search?
No, I don't think so, but it does work in the Umbra.
Okay.
That's the one plus side.
Well, the rat described the building to us. We could probably try and find it. There probably aren't that many DNA research facilities in Boulder.
Yeah. And then to get up there, is it Fate Dancer who has a car? Who has a car?
There's a few who have cars. You'll have to ask them.
Okay. Maybe we could get a ride from someone to get up there quick.
Yeah, this is your set, so I'll leave things to you guys.
That, or we can just probably take a bus.
Yeah, do you think it'll be fast enough?
Expensive. I mean, if there happens to be one leaving, and we have to find out where this place is and what it's called anyway, so we can check the schedule when we're, I don't know, at the library, I guess? Probably the best place to check.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do first? Ask around for a car at the Sept, or go to the library first and check for the bus schedule?
I mean, we can split up, can't we?
You can.
I can stay and ask around for a car, and Kyle can go to go to the library.
Okay, that sounds good.
Who wants to stay here with me and ask around?
I guess I will, since I am still trying my hardest to become friends with you.
Cool.
Do you say that out loud?
No, that's internal. Sorry. I don't like you, Cora, but I'll stay.
I fucking hate you too, so let's stay if you want.
Roy blurts the truth.
I'll go with Kyle to the library.
Okay.
Thank you, Zeb.
Give it an hour?
Sounds good.
All right.
Meanwhile, at the facility, you're sat down once again in front of Dr. Appleton. She takes a deep breath. She's become significantly more distant to you since your little outburst about humanity and your little outburst about her place of education and her hobbies. 24.
Doctor.
You seem dejected. Why do you feel dejected?
Trouble sleeping these days.
I see. Well, that can be remedied. I will make sure that the doctors get you a prescription of a sleep aid. We cannot have you lazing about. These sessions are important.
Okay. What do we have today?
We had a interesting topic about your views on humanity. Would you like to elaborate on your views of the human race?
I think I may have overreacted in my last statement.
Overreacted how? Can I get a perception empathy check real quick? Difficulty 6.
That'll do.
You catch just the briefest glimmer of a smirk on her face, a sort of proud smile, like as if there's a bit of pride in that you're walking back your statements. Maybe a pride in you, maybe a pride in herself. That part is difficult to discern.
Well, Mark is just not in the mood to deal with shit, and not in a confrontational manner, and more of a pacifist, tell her kind of what she wants mood. Well, yeah, I have to admit, I've gone through a rough couple of weeks, so judgment is kind of blurred.
That is understandable, 24. Though when you have impaired inhibitions, perhaps you spoke out truths that worried even yourself.
True, but just because, I guess, subconsciously, if we feel those things, doesn't make it right.
That's correct.
And Mark begins to, kind of think back to his time with the Red Talon ancestral spirit, and how fervent he is, how fanatical and zealot, and it's something to actually be proud of, but it's his biggest downfall. And he kind of just ruminates on that a little bit, and he says, well, gave it some thought. I guess that's how these sessions can go well. Instead of being emotional, I could be more methodic, I guess, and more in control.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Mark. As your session continues and we go back to the rest of the group, Cora, you start wandering around, looking around for anyone to talk to. Currently on Sept grounds, the only people you know of who are hanging about currently are Evenclaws, Silver Scribe, Earthwalker, and Quickwire.
I'll go talk to Silver Scribe.
Okay. And she's kind of hanging about, seeming to talk to herself about something, as if she's practicing.
Excuse me.
Oh, Two-Hearts.
Hey. Question for you. I don't remember. Do you have a car? Do you have a vehicle of some sort?
I do, but why? What's up?
Me and the pack, we have to get up to Boulder. We just spoke with a rat spirit. Mark sent one, and he seems to be in a bit of trouble up in Boulder, and we need to get there as fast as we can.
Okay. I might be able to get you up there, but I gotta check with my pack. I knew we were going to do something today, and I was the one who's going to drive us there.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. Kyle's going to be gone for about an hour. He's looking at the place that we need to get to. Would that give you enough time to talk with them, or?
Yeah, let me talk with them. I'll go run it. About an hour should be good.
Thank you so much.
She moves off. And meanwhile, at the library, Kyle, you get onto the computer and start looking up the DNA research facility.
That is correct.
Yep. It comes up that there is a research facility in Boulder called Developmental Neogenetics Amalgamated. It is a research facility, a private research facility that specifically does research for genetic diseases. It was founded in the late 90s, early 2000s, it seems. It's been growing pretty rapidly over the past decade, however, and it seems that they have 12 relatively large research facilities, one included in, of course, Boulder. You are able to find the address, and of course, it's in the little Silicon Valley of Boulder. So there's large tech companies, including Avalon, Parsec, and various other tech giants who use Boulder and the nearby college for recruits.
Okay, and what does the bus schedule look like?
There'll be a bus leaving for Denver in about an hour and a half, and then you'd need to wait another hour before you could take a bus to Boulder after you arrived in Denver.
Okay. All right, Zeb. I think we have everything we need.
Sounds good.
You guys start heading back to the Karen. About half an hour has passed, Cora, when Silver Scribe returns. She's like, hey, we're actually going to be jetting in about 15 minutes. We got word on a thing we were investigating recently, so I'm sorry, as she kind of grimaces, but I don't think I can drive you up to Boulder today.
Hey, no problem at all. We'll figure out another way to get up there. Thank you. Good luck on your investigation.
Thanks. Hey, I hope your packmate's all right. I know that he's one of the newer ones, and you guys have had a rough go of it over the past year.
Cora, like slow gulp, like the
Rough go, it's putting it easy.
like the swallowing, like that knot in your throat. Like, yeah, thank you. I hope that it's not as bad as I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. You too. And she heads off. Mark, your session has ended, and you're in a strapped to a chair as they're preparing something.
What's on the menu today?
Just something basic. It's gonna try and get some. Well, we're going to try and get some vitals on you. As you see this syringe with a kind of bluish liquid in it. Alright. Here we go. As he kind of pushes it in, and the syringe goes off, and he steps out. Alright, Mark. As he leaves and gets to the other side, and you hear him on the intercom.
Alright, Mark. Could you please take your hybrid form for us?
And that's the Krynos form.
Yep.
These bands won't hurt me?
No, we have removed everyone from the area so that you can transform freely. You have nothing to worry about. And you've been a model subject, so we'll be able to simply ask that you return to your sapient form and allow these men to cuff you.
As you notice, there's 5 men, each one armed with rifles with silver outside of your little testing bubble.
I see. Well, okay. And I will turn into Krynos, I guess.
Okay. You start to shift, and you feel something in the vein where they injected you from, and as you change, you feel them crawling, and you get a glimpse on the computer screen what look like little cameras inside your veins. Could I get a perception alertness difficulty 7 to try and pick up what they're saying?
Okay.
You catch, it's indistinct, and then you hear something, nanobots. Then more kind of indistinct chatter before you hear, could be used, more indistinct things. Yes, but we have to make sure not to overcook the brain.
Overcook the brain? Do I have any willpower to try to talk to them?
I don't believe so. As he does turn around and he hits the thing going,
Alright, Mark, could you please return to your sapient form for us?
Okie dokie. I will return to Hamid.
As you shift, you notice that you see the actual veins contracting on the cameras inside your body, and goes, he nods and they talk a bit.
Alright, Mark, could you walk up to the wall there and place your hands upon the circles?
Okay. And I'll just walk up and put my hands on the circles.
As you see kind of these hands come out and they inject you again, as you see all the cameras on the monitors going towards the end of the needle. and getting sucked into back in as you notice the blue liquid filling up the syringe. As they pull it out and go, gentlemen, if you could restrain the patient and return him to his room. Could I get one more perception alertness, please?
Sure thing.
Difficulty 7.
2.
As you just simply hear, CBT did an amazing job with these. I didn't think the nanobots would work quite this well. This could be the avenue we were looking for. And so you returned to your room. Alright, back at the Sept, the rest of you reconvene.
No luck on our end.
The bus leaves for Denver in about an hour, and we have our location.
Fantastic. And let's get ready to go.
Yep, it'll take us a bit to get down to the bus station.
Yep. So you guys get there, and you pack on. The bus is crowded. There's a shitty teenager with his feet up on the seat behind one of you. It smells. It's not been upkept. You're crammed in like sardines. Everyone's kind of focusing on their own bit, trying to make themselves as small as possible, but still somehow wind up being in your space as you're driving along, and it feels really uncomfortable. Could I get a frenzy check? Difficulty 8, please.
From all of us?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diff 8. Kyle, you're able to keep control as you're just shaking with rage, and you're making everyone around you just uncomfortable.
These goddamn teenagers.
Shit.
He's got to...
Oh no!
Sam spent willpower.
I'm spending a willpower! Sam, Cora's so angry!
As Cora just gives like a growl, and you see like her almost shift, and she gets it under control. She's just staring down one of the teenagers with
one with his feet up.
Yep, with the lipping of "I will fucking kill you."
Does he put his foot down?
He puts his foot down, but he nods and like you see him going, "That bitch ain't so tough."
I'll fucking wreck this motherfucker.
As you just feel the rage boil in your face, turning red, but you're able to keep it under control for the entire 2.5 hour bus ride.
Freaking end lives today.
As you guys get off of the bus, you get that splash of city air that's somehow more comforting than the cramped bus air, but still vile and disgusting as you smell the exhaust of every car that's gone by, even here.
Gross. Alright, where are we going? Where's this address?
You gotta wait another hour in the city, and then take another bus to Boulder.
Was not happy.
Kyle will put his arm around Cora's shoulders.
So yeah, you all just kind of feel a little on edge as you start heading to the next bus stop. Mark, you're brought back to your room. They thank you for your time as you have a nice meal on your table there with the perfect little plasticware so that you can't hurt yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So. Mark will just go over and kind of start eating, and he'll sit in his bed, and he'll just try to, discreetly put little crumbs and drop some food underneath the bed, trying to make sure the cameras don't pick up on that.
Okay. As you hear the little rats squeaking and crunch, 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 crunch.
Crunch, 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 crunch. And, oh yeah, that's right, these cameras don't have, audio. And I'll kind of just, through my eating, kind of just try to whisper to the mice I hear, is like, is there a spirit among you I could speak to?
Much, 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 much. So, but you suddenly hear a siren, an alert. As you hear Appleton going, No! The tranquilizers! The regeneration factor won't work a second time if you shoot him! Fire! As you hear the gunshots just going off and you hear this roar and this howl. Damn it!
I'll run to the window, I guess that's at the door.
Okay. As you notice that the place is filled with gas. The gas looks familiar.
Is it like that suppressant gas?
That is what you're assuming, yeah.
Okay. So, I guess I'll start pounding on the door, and start screaming, "Hey, what's happening?"
As the normal men are kind of just, the normal security men are just like ignoring you as they're rushing off. As you see Appleton running in, she goes, "Oh God. All right, come on. We need to take him to critical care." As you see this Krynos shifting back into Hamid, there's blood all over his mouth. There's a couple wounds from what appear to be gunshots of silver, and then about 5 or 6 darts in him as his eyes are rolling back and he's frothing a bit from the mouth. And she's like, "Intensive care! Intensive care now!"
Do I recognize this Garu?
You don't recognize this Garu, but it looks like the blood came from inside of his mouth. It wasn't blood that from like ripping out of anything, because it poured straight down.
Oh boy. Looks like he tried to escape. Well, shoot. Are there still security guards?
Yeah, there's security guards. As you notice, the gas starts to dissipate.
Okay.
Can I get a perception alertness?
Okay.
Diff 5.
2's my number tonight, jeez.
It is your number tonight. As you hear one of the guys talking to one of the other security men. Wow, that was the most excitement we've had in a good long while, hasn't it?
I'll keep listening in and maybe see if they'll talk about this particular Garu for a bit.
Did you hear what he tried to do? Fucking crazy, man.
No, I didn't. What was it?
Bit off his own tongue to incite that weird, and bled out to incite that death form during one of his psychiatry sessions. I think he wanted to go get knocked down with silver.
Jesus Christ. I can't even imagine doing that.
Right? Oh, shit. I mean, they've been doing their best with him, right? He's the one who's been here the longest. Fucking, what, 8 months now? Maybe a year?
Well, I mean, it just goes to show you how crazy they are.
Yeah, and kind of ungrateful, right? Like, he could have been out there killing people, and we've got him secure here. He's got food. He's getting treatment for free. Like, who wouldn't want to give away their left nut for free healthcare, right?
That's true.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, maybe this'll wisen him up.
Yeah, I hope so. Intensive care can do some miracles. I hope they see him through. He's been pretty quiet lately. I should have known something was up.
Mark is just kind of gonna huddle near the door, kind of sit there and pull his knees to his chest and just kind of wrap around and whatnot. Just kind of shed a tear for the Garu, and then he's gonna kind of listen in a little bit more, if there is more. If they just
they just go back and forth talking about how, this guy, things like that, all that. Okay. One of the longer lasting ones, and more importantly, seems to be a local one.
Okay.
When finally the guard goes, "Anyway, man, my shift's almost over. You coming to the bar? Catch the game?"
Yeah, of course.
All right, man. I will catch you later.
See you, bud.
Yep. Hey, 24. You have a good night, all right? As he gives you like the peace sign.
Yeah, I'll kind of rap on the door, kind of like tap out, and I'll say, have a good night.
You guys are on the bus to Boulder. It is less cramped, and so there is no need for a frenzy check.
Wonderful.
As you rumble on and are let out near the college. This place feels a little better, even though you know that spiritually nearby parts are far more weaverish. there is still enough of the wild and nature nearby that it sort of dissipates that kind of smell from the cars and things like that. And even though there's the noise and the constant clacking of feet from the city, there seems to be just less of it than Denver.
Okay.
Well, so now the question is, we should find the place and check it out, but this is probably the kind of thing we want to do at night, right?
Do you really want to wait that long?
I was gonna say, if you could do it with enough caution, you can do it during the day.
Look, I mean, he's in a DNA research facility, right? What are the chances that we don't have to destroy a whole bunch of data and probably people?
What do you mean?
Well, like, why have him there unless they're, researching him or experimenting on him or something?
Well, yeah, but two things, like, that's dangerous for him, and also, that's dangerous for the Garu and, world.
Well, right. What I'm saying is that it's going to be hard to do this not loudly.
Right.
So we're just scoping the place out now, and then doing it at night.
I mean, that seems like the best choice to me. What do you think, Zeb?
It's a college campus, right, Keegan?
Here, but the research facility is closer to like the techie part of Boulder.
Okay. Well, I think we should definitely have a look, and then be prepared for a wholesale vengeful slaughter.
I'm down for wholesale vengeful slaughter.
But you make a point, Kyle. There's always going to be some passerby. Better to avoid it. Having it at night, where you know that the people that you're visiting vengeful wholesale slaughter upon are the people that probably deserve it.
What time is it? Out of character.
So it's about 3:30.
3:30.
PM?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's head over there, and I will start leading the way.
We want to check out the Umbral side too?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
You get over to the research facility. You see it's a huge campus, fence and all, people checking badges, things like that. The works. Next door is another big tech company. Next to that is another kind of pharmaceutical giant, a competitor to Magadon. You see various big names here, all using the kind of quiet mountain town feel of Boulder to draw talent to this pretty industrialized area to do research.
I guess you said this was a huge campus, so how many buildings can we see?
The campus here is 4 buildings. One seems to be kind of like a guest area, press area, office building to get sort of the paperwork done. And the other 2 seem to be individual, or the other 3 seem to be individual research stations of some kind.
Well, like Roy said, maybe the Umbra will give us a little more to go on.
I agree.
I'm going to stay on this side and see if I can't pick up any information from what I can.
Okay, so you guys will need to find a reflective surface.
Can they not use my phone?
They
Or
could.
is that, okay.
Fantastic.
It is difficulty 8 in this place.
Fantastic.
Would you like to use your mulligan?
Yeah, I would. Would you like to use your mulligan?
Sure would. Oh, boy.
So, Cora, instantaneously you shift over. Zeb, it takes about 5 minutes of meditation.
Alright.
Cora, it's like pulling yourself through thick wool or cotton candy as you hear the spider webs kind of snapping next to your ear as you're pushing between worlds. And you feel the crawling of spiders on your fur, your skin, and perhaps even crawling upon your very soul as your flesh wills itself into spirit. Upon the other side, you are greeted by a horrific scene of webs everywhere. Thick, and endless, almost like a torrent of perfect shapes covering everything. No anglings of any kind that don't seem weaverish. Any kind of animalistic spirit looks almost childish and domesticated, their bodies twisted by the very weaverish presence of this place. And any rat spirits you see or mice spirits are pure white with red eyes, transformed into lab rat spirits to represent their physical kin who now reside in this place. And worse yet, Zeb, as you pass through and feel and notice the exact same things, the Umbra has an ambient sort of light during the day when Helios is out. You never see the sun, but there's sunlight that seems to come from all around. Here, outside, that sunlight doesn't really look like sunlight. It looks more like those of the fluorescent lights inside office buildings or in hospitals.
Oh, what is this horror? Sorry it took so long.
It's no trouble. It's a lot less wormish than I expected. I mean, the Weaver makes sense, of course, but...
Not pleasant either way. Let's check it out.
As you start moving through and you feel the bend of the threads on your feet, it crunches like snow as the few strands that do break are instantly covered in spiders who seem to repair it.
Really?
Nice.
It's not a botch.
Thankfully.
Cora, you catch it out of the side of your eye. It's horrifying and possibly heartbreaking. The pattern web is the web that passes through and penetrates all of the Umbra, all of the Tellurium, all of existence, weaved endlessly by the pattern spiders and the Weaver and her minions. And in that web, bound to the very fabric of reality now, forever unchanging, you see this bear cub screaming out its last agony, forever locked upon its face.
Oh, I didn't want to succeed in this one.
And you feel the spiritual pull as it was a fragment of your own totem spirit.
And Cora would know she can't save it.
She could try and rip it from the pattern web. There's always a chance. But to do so would be to anger every single Weaver spirit here.
Is Cora that smart?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's got above average intelligence.
I want to make a joke above average for who? Our rune or in general?
Fuck you.
I will not bring up awards like this.
Anyway.
Cora will cry a little bit, just a little tear, and we will move on because we can't do anything to help.
You move through and you get closer, which as you get closer to the big facilities as they're just drenched in spider webs. Zeb, could I get a perception occult, please? Diff 6, please.
Okay.
It's enough. You notice the eyes, several of the spirits now tracking you, even the smallest ones. They seem to be chattering in unison. It sounds like a song almost. A song of elegance and that permeates everything. You feel the song within yourself even. You feel it within your companions, and you feel it in the very order of the universe. The song that seems to be droning on that makes you feel compelled to conform. And you hear some of the spirits starting to whisper to each other. Can I get a perception alertness, please?
Yep. Same diff.
Same diff. They're whispering to each other. They're Garu. They're Garu. They belong here. They're Garu. Round them up.
We need to move a lot faster
What's wrong?
because the spirits, they think that we belong here and they want to round us up.
Then let's go.
As you're starting to see more and more pattern spiders starting to crawl over, you even see some of the more aggressive weaver spirits starting to crawl out from the matted nests. Meanwhile, in the physical realm, Roy, what would you like to do?
I just want to use my gift, Spider Song, on the security office.
Okay.
I just want to try and get some information on how people come in and out. Obviously it's an ID card, but is there pictures on it? Who comes in and out on a frequent basis? Who do the guards know by like face and or name?
Okay.
And other miscellaneous information that might be deemed specific enough to help me out.
So you can pick out one of them on their radio, and you can overhear everything that's said on the radio. Got it.
Yep.
All right. So most of those standard procedures aren't being talked about, likely because they are done in person or over other communications besides the radio, though you do get one thing where you hear,
Incident finished. Patient 18 has been neutralized, still alive, in intensive care. Underground basement level B3 is secure once again with all the test subjects.
Okay.
as you hear some other stuff, a couple more, you hear something about, yep.
Let them in for the blood test.
And it seems to you that one of the things that can get you in is trying to schedule a blood test because of certain criteria they're looking for in a research calling to locals here.
I don't know if I trust that, but okay. The other thing that I was also trying to think about doing, just due to like faces or names on their badge, was trying to swipe it off of somebody, or maybe off of a couple people.
So to do that, because there's a gate guard first, you'd have to swipe it from the gate guard. Other than that, all the cars are parked on the campus sort of thing, and there's the gate out front.
Oh, there's no walk-ups? Like
Nope.
People aren't just walking in?
Nope, they drive in, they check with the guard, he opens the gate, lets them in, closes the gate.
Okay. I have an idea that might work, but that's very iffy. Alright, I'll just walk up and start asking how I can apply for this blood test.
As he looks you over, are you 18?
I believe I'm more like 22, but yeah.
Okay. Baby face, Roy. It's canon now.
Is it 22? I forgot how old he's supposed to be.
I think that's what you said he was. Anyway,
Yeah, 22.
he goes, alright, if you're 18, go to dna.com/Boulder. That will direct you to some of the research studies we're doing. We're looking at genetic anomalies in certain populations. If you fit the criteria, then we will gladly allow you in. We will schedule you we'll send you a schedule. We will book your appointment. You'll be allowed onto the campus where you will go to that building there, M&F, and from there they will check you, standard security protocol. From there you would be taken to one of our illustrious researchers who would perform some various tests on you.
What kind of various tests? I thought it was just like a blood test.
Some of it's blood work. If we find something in the blood work, we're getting pretty good at it. Some can even be checked in less than 24 hours. Or if there's just a strong likelihood based on information you give us based on family history, then we'd like to go into other tests immediately, simply to start the process early. Those other tests are usually some sort of physical, but beyond that, I'm not sure.
Right, you're just a guard, so
Yeah.
I get it.
So, get
You wouldn't happen to know where a library is, do you? I'm kind of not in a best of state right now. I don't have access to a computer.
Closest one's the school.
School. Could you point that out to me?
Yeah, he goes, down there, that's the University of Boulder. They'll have some computers that can be open to the public, and you look like you could be a student there.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Can I then use, as I'm leaving, taking the Forgotten? So Wit's larceny roll, they just kind of forget that they ever possessed the item, and I want to steal his radio.
Okay. Sure, you can give that a try.
Wit's larceny 5. Diff 6.
Yeah, his difficulty would be difficulty 6.
Yes.
So you're able to steal his radio.
Cool.
All right. Meanwhile, back in the Umbra, the pattern spiders are starting to cluster up as you all notice a rather large, horrifying sort of spirit. As you notice these sort of, as it's a giant spider-like creature, its body metallic with steel wool for the fur that you see on a typical spider. One arm has opposable, it also has 2 arms. One has opposable digits with what appears to be a flamethrower attached to it, and the other one has opposable digits with what appears to be some sort of gun, as its blue eyes seem to gleam upon you as it's starting to move up slowly. You still have some time to try and get away, but
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Let's
good.
go.
Let's try and get away.
as you guys start crunching along, as you see spirits of plastic, electrical currents watching you from all directions, the glass spirits on the big knotted spider nests of the building start to shake as it sounds like cracking glass, seeming to summon the horrifying hunter spider, as you see another one starting to crawl out of one of the buildings as well. They seem to be driving you towards one of the buildings. You might be able to break away through the pattern spiders if you're quick, though that will require a strength athletics roll, difficulty 7, to break the lines and get away before the more combat-oriented spider spirits arrive.
Potentially 11 roll for me. What about you guys?
In Krenos,
Yeah.
be a 7.
I have 9 to roll.
Should we risk it, or should we try and find a way out of the Umbra?
The only other risk would be to try to cross back home, which
Yeah.
could be bad.
Yeah, like we're kind of in a bad situation the whole way around.
You also need a reflective surface.
Yeah.
So
And 5 minutes
shift
could be
and
a
run.
real long time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shift and run.
Shift and run.
Alright,
run.
shift and run.
So I'm assuming you guys are spending rage then to insta-shift?
Correct.
Yep. Guess who's gonna roll?
Yep.
Everybody, I think.
What?
If your temp rage is higher than your permanent rage. And you gotta...
And what's the
Yeah.
diff for that?
It is diff 7 right now because it is still a crescent moon.
You have really
Sam, why are you this way?
Jesus.
That was one shy of Thrall of the Worm, Sam.
Who hurt you, child?
So, Cora, would you like to spend willpower?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You regain focus as Kyle, you notice Cora almost losing it for a moment as her eyes glaze over, but she catches herself. And now, strength athletics, difficulty 7, please.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's
wow.
That's
you
the botch.
botch of 11 dice.
Can I loan her some of mine?
No. That you've already used your mulligan too, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Thanks.
Alright. Cora, you smash into the group of spiders as they catch around you, and the one with the gun starts to fire upon you as you simply hear a screech Zeb, you hear the translation of keep her alive, drive her to the mirror. Alright, so that's 8 dice.
Well, looks like I'll get to Mark before all y'all bitches. Ha!
Was that your plan all along?
It is now!
Could I get a soak roll, Cora?
That's just my strength, right? Yeah.
Stamina, isn't
Yeah.
Stamina, that's right.
Brennan overheard our conversation in the next room.
Oh shit.
He's like, a botch
Hey,
on 11
Brennan.
dice?
Yes, Brennan!
Like a 3 times botch, man. Like that's
That's
Yes, Brennan. Would you like to join us and make fun of me too?
Don't threaten me with a good time. I can give him permission to join this server right now.
You can. You have the ability.
I have the power.
It's just what's the difficulty of this? 6?
Diff 8 because it's a not gift, but spirit version of a gift.
Okay. Here's my soap roll.
Charm, that's what it's called. Alright, so blast you take no damage, but your fur is kind of smithering and you feel lethargic as your dexterity is treated as 1 lower.
Oh, gross.
The other spider arrives and it also fires its gun at you.
Do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, God.
No.
Fuck.
So you take 4 points of lethal damage
That's
as
right?
to Dex.
Okay.
Star is aggravated.
Thank you.
As the gun goes off and you feel bullets rip through your back.
Nice.
What would you like to do? It's your turn again. You can attempt another breakthrough. However, it is going to be difficulty 9 now that you are swamped. However, you can try and flee the way they are hurting you, but that is at a difficulty 4.
Is there anything we can do to help her?
yeah.
You can attempt to go back. That will be a strength athletics difficulty 8, simply because now there's a wall of spiders between you and her, like a thick wall.
Okay, that's what being part of a pack is for.
And combined, you two need to reach 5 successes between the two of you to succeed in creating an opening for her.
They're gonna try and push her back across the gauntlet.
Well, let's save her. Let's do what we do best. Hopefully.
Alright.
Fuck. You just did 6 successes. It's fine.
Is what you do best fail?
Thanks, Drake.
You can do it.
Power. Well, I contributed. There's 4.
So you guys hit the wall of spiders, but it is not enough. Cora, you have to make your choice now.
I go towards the mirror, and I'll shout back at him, like, fastest way to Mark! See you on the other side!
Alright, make your roll, please.
And what's
Also,
that's
roll,
11?
Yep, and also, real quick, actually, it's less, because you have minus 2, I think, right?
And -2 now, yeah.
Yep. And, or before that, roll your soak, or your stamina first, because you might be able to regenerate one of these. So, diff 8. With your soak, no penalties to that roll. Alright, you heal 1.
Super.
So I think that means you're at a -1.
Hey.
So you break through, nothing gets you, as you see more of the bigger spiders showing up, hurting you. As you hear this, you start to hear the song too. You don't understand it, but you feel this compulsion now to go this way. You see a break in their lines that does not lead to the mirror. That could mean you get away, but because of this overwhelming sense to conform to the plan, you would have to spend a point of willpower and roll willpower difficulty 8, not to head to the mirror.
I feel like I'm already committed. So I've only got 3 willpower left. So we'll head towards the mirror still.
Okay, you head for the mirror still. One is still going to shoot at you.
And I can't dodge.
You cannot dodge, but you do get to soak. 3 lethal. You're at a, what, minus...
-5. Yeah.
-5. All right. As you're kind of limping over there, you may make another stamina check before... You don't heal anything, but that's fine. You get to the mirror. You'll have to concentrate now as the spirits are all around you. It is difficulty 7 in this place. It seems like the spiders have left the pattern web a little thinner in this exact spot.
Because they want me to go through.
As you pass through instantaneously, you realize you're in a training hall for all the security forces. All of them are armed with their guns. As you hear one going, "Holy shit!" as they start popping off shots.
Super. Love it. Perfect.
This feels familiar.
Yeah, doesn't it? So the first one somehow misses.
Love it.
There's 6 guys here, though. Oh, holy shit. Okay.
He did.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
so as you feel a dart hit you, your dexterity is treated as 1 lower. That is cumulative with your wound penalty. Is your dexterity, is that more than your total dexterity?
Not if I activate resist pain.
Okay, but, I mean right now, in that moment, now that
No.
it's over. Yeah, okay, see? That's what I'm asking. As you feel your head swimming, you shift back into Hamid, and the place goes blank. Roy, on the radio you hear,
We caught one! We caught one of the sons of bitches! It's coming down, bringing down patient number 25.
Well,
Mark, you are in your room when you see you see several men with a stretcher moving past your door.
I'll go to the door and I'll peek my head out the window. No, out the window.
You
know,
see
look out.
Cora on the stretcher.
And if I remember right, this is playing into a vision I had.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I will get wide-eyed and at first doubt, and I'll blink really hard and rub my eyes and I'll look
Gain
again.
1 point of rage.
Gain 1 point of rage.
Roll
Alrighty.
frenzy.
Roll for frenzy.
As you do.
Difficulty 7.
Oh,
All right, nothing, but you feel it shaking as you're seeing red.
And how is she? Is she like damaged or anything? Like I want to get a good
It's
look, 'cause I
difficult.
haven't-
It's difficult to tell since she's wrapped. Though you do see that her hands are cuffed with silver, and you notice that there is what appear to be holes in her body. They don't look like real bullet holes or normal bullet holes. They look too clean, almost perfectly cylindrical,
Huh.
as they've already patched up the bleeding.
I'm going to kind of return to bed and kind of say out loud. It was like, well, I wanted them to come here, but not like that.
Fair. All right, Zeb, Kyle, what are you guys doing after that whole excursion?
I think it's time to leave the Umbra.
Perfect.
I think you are correct.
All right, you both got to do your Gnosis rolls as you find a reflective surface, and it is diff 8, please. So 5 minutes for the both of you as you finally pass through. As you find Roy listening to the radio. Yeah, came through into the training hall. Perfect target practice. Everyone was already fully armed to the teeth. Oh yeah. Looked like she already took some sort of damage. Who's been using non-standard silver though? I thought that was standard in everyone's guns on top of the tranq rounds. Oh well, fuck it, man. It helped us out.
good gracious.
Well,
And
it
I'll-
sounds
I'll,
like you
like-
already know.
Whisper that. Did Kyle and Zeb meet up
Yeah,
with me right
they-
right before that?
Like right after. So right after you said, all right, like you spoke to yourself, Kyle arrived.
Okay. Well, where's Cora?
Inside.
Well, I guess she is now patient 25.
25?
Yeah, this radio, I was able to pawn off of one of the guards over there. They just happened to give me one. I don't know why. I just kind of walked up, asked a couple of questions, and they just handed it to me. But they were talking about how Cora was not with her name, obviously, but is now patient 25. She's been injured quite severely, but they're healing her.
Well, the good news, at least, is we know what building to go to, I assume.
I believe I also might know which floor, but I don't know how deep it goes, so it's a shot in the dark if we want to go that route. Basement floor 3, I think, is what they said. Something about specimen 18.
Okay, well, at this point, we can start there for sure, but if there are 25 patients here, I mean, I'm certain some of them have died.
Oh yeah, so that's less than 25, but...
I mean, there's 2 minimum here, and if they're not right next to each other, then we're probably going to have to go through a good chunk of that building.
Mm-hmm.
Cora, your head is ringing as you feel this harsh lights right on your face. It feels almost impossible to move.
Groan.
Ma'am? Ma'am? As you hear this kind of soft, gentle voice, it seems almost distant.
I'll open my eyes and squint through the light.
My name is Dr. Andrews. We're trying to get some information on you. It's been a terrible accident. Can we ask you some questions?
What kind?
What's your name?
Sam.
All right, Sam. Do you know how you got here?
Not this place.
Okay. What's the last thing you remember?
I don't know.
Amnesia? Then how do you know your name was Sam?
That wasn't me.
I just do.
Okay. Look, Sam, we want to help, okay? And I'm going to ask some other questions. Please answer as truthfully as you can, okay? We're here to help, okay? We just have to make sure that we prioritize our own safety first. And your safety, okay?
Where am I?
You're in the research facility for DNA. It's a research facility on things related to genetic diseases.
Then I'm in the wrong place.
No, ma'am. I'm afraid you're not. Do you have a family history of anger?
No.
Okay. Do you normally have outbursts of regular anger that you are aware of?
Not normally.
Not normally. Yeah, could I get a manipulation subterfuge from that one, Sam?
Well, you're gonna laugh at this roll. What's the difficulty?
We're gonna go with 8. Actually, 9.
Super.
That is quite a lie.
Well, y'all ready to laugh some more? You ready?
Yep.
Ready?
One dice.
1.
Ma'am.
You were only off by 1.
I know. Fucking shoot me in the head. Out of
Ma'am.
character. Out of character.
Ma'am, we do need you to be truthful. We're trying to help once again. So
I'm getting angry right now.
Okay. And does that anger make you feel like you want to hurt yourself or others?
It's just your standard anger. I'm being treated like I'm a child.
No, ma'am. We're simply being cautious. Have you ever let your anger allow you to hurt others, all the way to assault or even murder?
I haven't let my anger do that.
But you have. All right. It's always a shame when the GLS sufferers killed before we got to them. I'm sorry. She puts her hand on your forearm. We're going to make sure that...
I'll move my forearm out of the way. I'm not suffering from anything.
we'll have you talk with the psychiatrist. Dr. Appleton knows her things, and she'll be able to get you to admit those faults that people with your condition tend to leave bodies in their wake, and that it's through no fault of your own. And I want you to know that this is a safe space, that no one's going to judge you for it because you suffer from a condition.
I'm going to say it again. I'm not suffering.
All right. As you hear kind of under her breath, standard GLS delusions. We'll get your room ready soon, okay? Then we'll make sure to schedule you with an appointment with Dr. Appleton. She's done great strides with patient 24, your predecessor. He's starting to understand the gravity of your condition. Now, this is going to be a strange question. It seems that it's been answered for us, but it's always worth asking. Was your mother or father a wolf?
What a weird question.
Ma'am, there's really no point in lying, but if you feel like playing dumb, we will have to continue to treat you, as you put it, like a child, because you've decided to be childish during a physical exam with a doctor.
No.
Thank you. Do extended family members that you know of suffer from GLS?
No.
No. Okay.
And if anyone had this condition, as you so call it, I don't think they would suffer either.
Okay. Simply the people around you.
No.
Well, I suppose we'll have to differ then in our opinions there. We'll have Dr. Appleton talk to you in a few hours. And she leaves you there. As you see this guy strapped down, his head's back, his mouth is left open. You notice his tongue is the tip of his tongue is a slightly different color than the tongue on the back of his mouth, further to the back of his mouth, as if it's regrown. His eyes are rolled back as you see bits of blood dripping down as he kind of groans as well, as the contraption is there to prevent him from biting down on his own tongue.
How hard is it for me to move now? Or still?
It's pretty hard. Like, you feel now, you're now aware enough to notice the silver shackles, and you feel the slight pinpricks in your wrists, meaning that if you shift, silver shards are going to rip through your flesh as you grow into Krynos.
Sweet. Does the guy seem awake, cognitive?
Barely. Like, he seems to be barely regaining some sort of cognition.
And Coral, hey, try and get his attention.
As he's droning out, as his eye kind of looks and goes, his mouth open, making it difficult for him to speak coherently, as you hear him going, "Yeah, no.
Yeah.
How did that go?"
Spiders. All I caught was Garu.
And that's probably all Cora caught.
Are you? Oh, no, she'd probably... No, because it might be something else. Yeah?
I've been here for so long.
Oh. Are there cameras here?
There's cars everywhere.
Do they have sound?
Some do, some don't. I don't think this one does all.
Then... I've got friends nearby.
Oh yeah? That's a shame.
Stay strong.
All guys are strong. This way seems to his son guy.
All Garu are strong. Did you do that? No, Coral, and look at his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna die. I've been here so long, entering altered customs, dealing with altered cures. I just wanna die. I just want to stop.
If we could get you out, would that change your mind?
There's no getting out. You're a good friend and a good cop. We're all gonna suffer here together.
Oh, either we die or we get out.
It won't let you die. That's why this place is hell.
Back to the rest of the group. You two, or you three now? What's the plan?
Well, I guess there's 2 ways in. 3 if you want to try my really ridiculous plan. The easiest way is, submitting for a blood test. That's the easiest way. Second is through the Umbra, probably the hardest way. And the third, which I don't think either of you will like, is bullshitting our way past the guards, using our Garu gifts.
So, hear me out. We murder the guards.
Alright, Cora.
They have my 2 pack mates. More of the pack is in there than out here. I don't particularly care for that.
Trust me when you're talking to the right person, that I want them out just as much as you do.
Well, one of them maybe.
No, I know what it's like to lose a pack mate. I know what it's like to lose family.
Which one is
And that's
it?
the last thing I want is for somebody else to go through that same pain. So we've got to play it smart and not emotionally. The less people we have to fight to get in there, the less people we may have to fight to get out.
I don't know about submitting for blood tests. There's something to be said about following the way that Cora went in, since we know where that leads, although that is highly undesirable. There's also the murder breach method, which might be the safest one of the 3.
So we're going to have to fight the guards at the station, fight the guards that come out to,
Well, there's only
back up.
one. There's only one guard at the gatehouse right now. Like, there's just the one guy guarding, and then you have the guys around the facility. But yes.
Okay. It's like I can bullshit my way past him. He didn't. He's smart, but he's not like intelligent.
Is your plan just to bluff your way in? What would you plan on saying?
There's plenty of things that I can say. Couple that with a couple Garu gifts, he'll be none the wiser.
Elaborate.
Alright, so I can literally tell him the truth right in his face and he wouldn't believe me, and then turn around and then tell him something that's less likely that he'll acknowledge it as a lie, and he might believe that as a truth. And then just kind of, charm my way in. Maybe lift a security card clearance from somebody on their way out. There's also, submitting for a blood test. That doesn't necessarily mean we have to do the blood test. So that's also an option. Like, why is it that we have to go immediately to kill everything? That's just going to raise suspicion, and we might have police show up as well. SWAT. Does anybody have anything?
There are potentially 25 Garu here. I
Right,
don't think that we're going to rescue, even if there's only 2. I don't think we're going to be able to sneak through this facility based on this. I mean, is probably covered in cameras, without alerting someone in some way with just the 3 of us. It's fine if we want to start your plan, like get us in the door into the building we need to be in, but there's no way we're walking out of here without killing a lot of people.
I'm not saying that we don't. Just we got to play it smart to get in, and then we can kind of go on a breakout. Like, once we get the people that we came for, or even more, then that's fine. You just have to be smart to get in, and then...
All right. Look,
All right.
And if your plan blows up in our face, though,
yeah,
we will
by all
know
means.
who the smart
Snap
one
his
was.
neck.
Alright. We'll do our best to help play along with what you're gonna say. Just don't get too weird with it. Well, maybe you have to. But either way, we'll do our best to try to play along with you. But then yes, if it goes sideways, we'll all be ready.
Yep.
You all start approaching the gatehouse. As the guard's kind of there, you see him messing around on his phone. Oh, wait, you couldn't find the library kid?
No, I did, and I submitted my application. But I was hoping to, get a little look around the facility, see what I'm kind of getting myself into. I brought a couple friends along as well because they also applied.
We don't do guided tours.
No, can't do it just this one time for little old me.
No, kid. Like, what are you talking about? He's kind of like eyeballing you. What would you like to do, Roy?
Well, I'm gonna just let him know straight up through also using my, what was that gift called? Liar's Face. I'm actually here to, join the other test subjects about being, part wolf.
So you just spend the 1 willpower.
Yep.
As he looks to you, he goes, Okay, sure, kid. As he's just like, nice, spicing up the stories. No, it's not even a full moon tonight.
I mean, if you know through the first 25 subjects that you've had here, you would know that it doesn't even need a full moon.
Okay.
And again, still through Liar's Phase.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What is it, Aleister Crowley? Yeah.
I mean, I'm just asking for like a quick little look around. You can't just help a brother out.
Manipulation subterfuge, difficulty 7. Unless Kyle or Zeb, you want to add a little to the lie in some way.
Tyler, was there something you wanted to say before I think I'll try my best to contribute something too?
Oh, absolutely not. It's all you.
Oh, okay, great. You know how paperwork goes. It's problematic. Helios is writing Luna here and within this cycle. We just want to go in and take a look.
Playing up to Boulder. Nice. Get an extra bonus die for Zeb's contribution, Roy.
Cool.
Fuck, okay. Head to the M and F building. Don't go to any of the others, okay? That's as far as your tour should go. Okay, the rest has got sensitive equipment. It could cost me my ass. You got it?
Got it. Won't go anywhere else besides the MNF building.
Thanks.
And I still got the radio on me, but it's turned down. Once I walk away, I'll turn it up to listen to it in my personal range.
Okay.
Also, question: who had the earpieces? The fetishes.
I believe it was you, Kyle, and Cora.
Okay.
Big brain moment.
Cora's has been confiscated.
Yeah, I figured as much from that, but I just wanted to see if we could maintain contact within the party.
Got it.
So yeah, as we walk away, Kyle, you do your big brain thing and memorize this place.
Sure. Do I see anything?
There's no maps. It seems like everyone has got the whole thing memorized. They all kind of move like clockwork, though they don't seem to be cognizant of that themselves.
I don't really see much to memorize outside of, the number of buildings and...
Just any sort of pathway out would be fine.
Keegan, would Heaven's Guidance work while we're here?
What's Heaven's Guidance do, and I will tell you.
It's the passive gift. The Silent Strider is never lost on the stars shine in the sky. The gift is taught, so basically I gain an innate sense of direction, always know which way north, and the path I took to reach where I am.
Then
its effects are permanent.
Yep, then that is...
Alright, I can get us out.
As you guys get closer to the first building, the M and F, you notice that this kind of like cool holographic on the windows kind of forms that is management and finance.
Oh, this probably isn't where we want to be.
No, but I wanted to make it look
job.
like... Yeah, I just wanted to make it look like we weren't going to try anything funny.
No, let's see. Can we suss out where we would have been in the Umbra, essentially?
Yes. You can try that. It'll be an intelligence occult roll from either you or Zeb.
Alright. What's the difficulty, Keegan?
We're gonna go with 8 simply because it was pretty disorienting.
Okay.
Well, Kyle, you This is when the spiders started to come out at you when you got closer to this facility, and they were pushing you towards the building that has the very large lettering Division SI printed on it.
I think the building we're looking for is that one right there. Division SI.
Lead the way. Well, no, I will, just that way the guard doesn't think any differently.
As you guys get closer, you notice the same kind of holographic starting to form on its window that says security and investigation.
So now I have a couple of quick questions.
Sure.
Everyone who's been here, like I assume the security guard, for instance, is wearing a uniform. Have we seen everyone else? Are they wearing uniforms or something very specific?
They are wearing uniforms. Most people here are in lab coats, though there are a few people in civilian dress that are moving from the M&F building to the R&D building. And a few seem to be going to, very few, but a non-zero amount of the civilians are going to the CBT building.
So seeing this building, like, maybe this is just where they keep the security teams and not necessarily where they do any of the research. They might still be, stored here when they're not being researched upon, but I think both buildings are viable candidates for us to explore.
Well, it makes sense that this place would be the security team if Cora dropped out of the Umbra into gunfire.
Yeah.
Or should I say Subject 25. If I'm thinking what I'm thinking is right, CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy, and I don't know what the R&D. I don't know what R&D stands for.
Research and development, probably.
Oh shit, those two would probably be the better of the four buildings.
I tend to agree.
As a guy kind of walks up and goes, "Hey, you guys lost?" As you see him with the security outfit on.
Yeah, just a little bit. We were trying to get to the cognitive behavioral therapy building.
As he's looking at you real suspiciously now, as he kind of clicks on his radio, as he seems to whisper something into it, as you pick up possible GLS subjects, naming a building that we don't have.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, sure. Let me get a map. Can you follow me? We'll go to the SI building. They have all the maps and stuff and all the stuff you'll need to know. Can you follow me?
Well, I might have gotten the name of the building wrong. I knew it started with a CBT. I thought since this was a medical facility, that's what it stood for. Sorry for assuming, but I was looking for the CBT building.
But who sent you out here unsupervised? That's what I'm asking, son.
Oh, I'm not unsupervised. I'm actually here to talk to Subject 25.
As you see him going immediately for his radio.
Kill, die.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, can anyone jam radios?
I can't. I can, but I'm locked up in a cell right now.
All right,
That's
so
after the beep.
someone is going. If you want to stop him before he turns on his radio and screams "Red Alert," you will have to do a Dex Brawl check, likely with a rage spend to shift to Krynos instantaneously with a ton of people around, and you will have to get at least 4 successes to be faster than him.
God damn, I don't think I can be that fast, but would it be possible to shift only part of me?
I could do that.
That would be... You will have to spend a point of willpower and rage to shift only part of you instantaneously.
I mean, if you think you can do it...
I think I could, because, Kalito has been helping a little bit. I don't know if I'm fast enough, but I can try. Can we try together, or just one or the other?
It's one or the other. Well, you both can try, but that becomes obvious, and people are going to notice you both went for him.
Yeah, just you go for it. You go for it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Shit. So it's what, Dex Brawl?
Dex Brawl.
In Krynos, though, Dex. Or is it Hamid Dex?
It's Hamid Dex right now, but you can choose to partially shift your arm or something like that, spending rage and willpower.
Okay, I will do that. I'll spend a rage and willpower to partial shift my arms to Krynos and get that extra dex. 3. Brawl is 3. That's 6. And then I'll spend... Can I spend another willpower for the immediate 2 success?
Nope, not in this case.
What if I didn't shift?
You could try that, yes.
Okay, then I will do that. So that's 5 instead of 6.
You could also attempt to do that to take his radio away from him if you're in Hamid form. That's still slightly more obvious, but doable.
Okay. What? That's a 1.
Whew. So.
I'm going to try it again with my mulligan.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
Fuck it.
Let's do it full send.
That's 4.
That's 4. You get a hold of his radio before he can say red alert.
I'll cover his mouth and drag him off to the side and find a storage area that we can hide in for a quick second.
Well done.
You're able to drag him behind basically one of these buildings as quickly as possible. You're pretty sure you were unseen, but there are no guarantees, given that it was still a fairly populated campus.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do now?
Knock him out and remove his clothing.
Okay. Done.
Anybody here roughly the same size as this guy?
Oh, I've
We'll say
seen this
yeah.
movie before.
Let's say yes. Kyle is.
Perfect.
Remember that these clothes will tear to shreds when you shift.
We won't need them more than once.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a Gnosis point and roll Appearance Empathy to activate Brother's Scent.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And what does
Which
that do?
Right, because I haven't had to use it pretty much ever.
Perfect.
So
Tribal
basically, everyone who's not specifically on guard against intruders will overlook my appearance. I'm
Okay.
not invisible. I don't stand out. So if I fuck around, people will notice me. But I'm figuring if I am in this uniform, even the people on guard will not look at me specifically.
gifts. Yes. So for you, that makes sense. Yep. So, perfect. So it looks like you're escorting those two.
Son of a fuck! I'll re-roll
Oh
it.
my god!
Jesus.
Alright, Mulligan, sad, better.
Literally the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Christ.
Wow.
0 successes and all successes.
God.
How does it feel to be me, everyone?
I mean, he did succeed in the end, though, to be fair.
I usually do too. After my
I just kidding.
And it is worth noting, people on the lookout for unusual people. So if they were looking for unusual people, and my uniform wasn't enough, if their willpower is lower, or is higher than my number of successes, they will see through me.
Okay. So you guys are heading through. You see that the holographic on R&D is in fact research and development. Do you want to check out the other building before you go into the R&D building, or?
I'm going to do a quick communicate through the headset.
Okay.
I don't know if Kyle has it on.
I
does.
assume I do.
Okay. Here or CBT?
Let's check.
This is your
what
call.
Let's check what CBT even stands for first before we make a decision.
Yeah, and if anybody stops us again to ask, you're escorting us around on a, you're escorting friends around, or something like that.
Friends? Guests.
Guest would be better.
So,
Alright, so we'll
as you
head
get
to
close to CBT, it is cyber biotechnology.
Oh, I was completely off.
Hmm.
Pretty sure the R&D is what we're looking for.
Most likely, yeah. Alright, let's head there then.
You can get to R&D as you see the place full of labs. You see chemicals being mixed and things like that. As you see some people getting examined, their tongue going, things like that. People seem to ask various questions. You hear a couple asking about family history and things like that. And there is an elevator on the far side of the building.
Let's head there.
You head there.
From afar, does it look like there's any sort of security clearance?
Yes, but luckily Kyle has a badge that he took off that guy too.
Okay.
You approach the elevator and you notice a place that allows you to scan the key card. There are 2 buttons that are lit up immediately without the key card that go to floor 1, the floor you are currently on, and floor 2.
And after the card is scanned?
You see basement level 1, 2, and 3.
It was 3, right,
3.
Roy?
It was 3.
The badge clicks off, and you start to go down as you feel it driving down. You see the cameras glistening overhead, taking in everything. Meanwhile, in the emergency room, so to speak, you see some doctors come in. All right. You ready, Francis? We're going to take you back to your room, okay? We're going to set it up nicely, okay? We're going to have some people watch over. We're not going to have an incident like before, right? We're going to use some drugs to make you feel relaxed. As you just hear him going, fuck off, you bitch.
Pearl snort.
Anyway, come on. All right, Sam?
What do you want?
Your room is ready. We're going to have you change, and then we're going to have a high security meeting with you and Dr. Appleton, okay?
High security meeting?
We have to take precautions with people who suffer from GLS.
Okay.
As they take you in, you are put in a room, your hands down on a desk. It is a glass panel. Between the panel, you notice that there is mesh. The mesh is silver. On either side of the doctor, you notice 2 men, each one with guns, likely loaded with silver. On your side of the glass, just outside, there's an additional 3 men, also armed to the teeth with guns. Hi, Sam. I'm Dr. Appleton.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sorry for the accommodations. Because your entrance was quite violent, we wanted to take some extra precautions. I hope that's okay.
It's understandable.
So, Sam, how long have you been aware of your condition?
I don't think I have a condition.
Is that so? And why don't you believe you have a condition?
I don't think there's anything wrong with me.
Okay, well, I think that's debatable. We've seen many people who suffer your disease change and murder innocent people.
I'm sorry you've had to witness that.
Mm-hmm. And we've also seen some eating those that they've killed. Have you ever experienced something like that, Sam?
I'd say that I have.
Liar! Manipulation subterfuge, difficulty 5, please.
1d10.
And she gets through perception empathy. Okay.
Wow. That's fine.
I understand if you're uncomfortable, if that did happen. There's no reason to lie here. I won't judge you for it. Anyone can get over these sort of things, especially if they're repentant, since we know several of you have been indoctrinated into some sort of zealot religious order.
That'd be weird, right? Religious order.
Well, certainly. Sufferers from GLS tend to have delusions of grandeur. The belief that they aren't even human. Do you suffer from any of these, Sam?
I mean, clearly I'm human.
Certainly. But let's get back to the question at hand. Why don't you think it's a condition? Why don't you think it's a problem? With the fact that you suffer from something that allows you to have incredible power over other people, and more importantly, drives you to uncontrollable fits of anger to murder people. Women, children, complete innocence.
So you're saying that being put in a position of power is
Frick, what's the word that I'm looking for? Is an illness?
No, I'm not saying being in a position of power is an illness. I'm saying that going into a frothing rage and murdering people through uncontrollable actions and a physical shift in your body is an illness. An illness that puts many people around you at risk, making you a danger to yourself and others.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a danger to myself and people who are good.
So you've never killed anyone who was innocent in your mind. As she speaks with incredible authority, you can roll willpower, please.
That's fine.
You have to equal or exceed that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Diff 6.
Appleton
So she's
equals-
she's starting to get under your skin a little bit with these questions, as there are a few uncomfortable memories of the household that you woke up in.
Yeah. I thought therapy was supposed to make me feel better.
Therapy makes you feel better in the long run, not necessarily from moment to moment.
Well, Dr. Appleton, you don't exactly fill me with comfort. And
I'm sorry you
I'm
feel
pretty
that way,
sure
Sam.
therapists are during therapy you're supposed to be comfortable with your therapist, right? Comfortable to talk to them, say that, what you need to say to get better, share.
We're also trying to find the, I suppose, psychosis that is linked to this genetic disease. So it's a bit of therapy, a little bit of psychiatric help. But judging from your answer, I'm going to say that you have indeed hurt people that you thought were innocent. Now, do you think that was right, Sam?
I think that I don't want to answer any more of your questions.
Okay. Do you remember the people that you murdered?
I don't think I want to answer any more of your questions.
Okay.
Cora will lean forward a little bit.
Do you think this level of posturing makes you powerful? That the fact that you're willing to use the threat of violence upon someone who is, for all intents and purposes, powerless compared to the abilities of your genetic disease, not some form of abuse? Does this make you an abuser, Sam?
I wouldn't call you powerless with all of these precautions that you've taken.
Think about how powerless we are if we have to take all these precautions. So no, you don't see yourself as an abuser despite using abusive tactics to bully people you've just met.
I don't want to answer any more of your questions, Dr. Appleton.
I'm afraid we have 15 more minutes, Sam. I would like to ask some more, and hopefully you'll feel willing to answer a few more. What about the people you think? What about the people you think did deserve it?
Cora will sit back in her chair and just not say anything.
Do you believe that you embody justice and that you have the right to murder people?
She'll still stay silent. He's done answering Dr. Applebottom's questions.
As the session comes to a close, she goes, "Well, Sam, I hope that you feel like opening up in our next session. I think we'll do great things. I've gotten so much out of Mark, and he feels so much better. Patient 24 is the model
I'm rolling
patient."
rage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rolling rage. What are we at? We're at 7.
Diff 7. Yep, you frenzy. You frenzy as the cuffs rip through your hands slightly as you take 2 points of aggravated damage. All the lethals healed.
Cool.
As your blood bursts into flames as you shift into Crinus. As she goes, it seems you know 24. That would explain why he's been so upbeat. I was really hoping that we had real progress. Vent the chamber, please, as you hear gas leaking in, and you start to feel drowsy, and then you black out. Meanwhile,
But, growling and chains and...
you see Cora getting dragged to a room next to yours, Mark, as she is put in and uncuffed while she is still drowsy before they leave and close the door. Dr. Appleton hopes that your example will be a lesson to this one, making her more of a model patient. 24.
I didn't say that in character. Hold on.
I didn't hear what you said anyway. You on mute.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, come on. Mark, you've always been so upbeat. We believe in you, man.
I just kind of look over at Cora's room and kind of just have this sense of like something's going to happen soon, and most likely a lot of things are going to die. And he just kind of gives that look, and he goes, and Mark just says, "Yeah, I normally am upbeat, but kind of a surprise to see her here."
Okay. So you know her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Maybe we can narrow down, get some more of your friends in here, get you guys all cured.
I'll kind of toss him a look of just like, wrong thing to say, man.
And he just kind of goes,
kind of toss him steel, pretty much.
Yeah, sorry, man. Hey, just trying to help. John, and keep your spirits up. You know.
Your help is appreciated, and I know that you believe you're helping.
You guys get down to the 3rd floor. You see the row of rooms. Most are empty, or some seem to look also like normal hospital rooms without any of these sort of drastic precautions that you see in some of the empty rooms. The empty rooms are reinforced with things silver around and no mirrors, no nothing, no reflective surfaces at all anywhere down here.
Is anyone within sight?
You do see a kind of woman sitting in a room just reading a book. It's one of the less secure ones.
We should walk on past her. I'll speak that into the earpiece.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys move along and you see one of the more reinforced rooms, and this one seems to have an occupant.
And just to be clear, is there anyone who's like an employee?
Yes, there are a couple guards around the. There is one guard in front of the room with the high security measures that clearly has an occupant.
Okay. Is there anywhere where it's not in view of people?
No, some places that are not in view of people, but they are in view of cameras. Like this place is cameraed up.
Okay.
Any bathrooms?
None that you see at this level, or at least right from the elevator.
So
Just
we're
keep
far enough.
walking.
Yeah, until we get close to the guards, and then it's time to murder them.
Okay, as you get closer to the guards, as you know, the one guard's like, "What's up with those two?" As the suspicions are raised, and his willpower is higher than the number of successes you got.
What a bastard! Okay.
Damn.
I don't know, man. I was told to show these guests around everywhere.
As you see him go straight for his radio.
Yeah, kill.
Is there anybody
Alright.
further down?
None that you see right now. The place is kind of a maze almost.
Okay. I just didn't know if anybody else was in sight. I'm fairly confident the cameras are going to pick us up, but can't do anything about that.
Yep. So, killing. Kyle, how do you want to kill?
Well, I'm probably just going to...
Rip his throat out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest thing to do. What's he going to do? Gurgle into the radio?
Occam's claws.
But yeah, I think now is just the time for Krynos. This place clearly knows that we can do that.
Yep.
And the fewer people who are helping to rend the veil, the better. So, death.
Alright. So, spending rage, I'm guessing?
Yes, please. And I will roll for that as well, because
alright.
I need to.
Diff 7?
Yep. Whew.
Whew.
Keeping it calm.
Yep. Good thing, too, because once you're in Krynos form, the difficulty decreases by 1.
Yeah, fair.
So you shift instantly as the clothes rip off of you, as you shift from Galabra to Krynos instantly as the guy's eyes widen as his hands go into his gun as well. You may make your attack.
Okay.
Dex Brawl, please.
Yes, of course. Oh my fucking god! I don't have mulligans anymore, so
Woof.
that fucking sucks.
Do you want mine?
I will take it if you are offering, but I will not rob
I
you
will
of it.
offer. I will offer.
Alright, he's offering his mulligan.
Thank you very much.
That's our last mulligan, too.
What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
As the claws hit the wall, as the guy goes, Red alert, intruders! Roy, Zeb, you are now allowed to act.
Okay, I'm going to claw to hit.
Alright.
Shifting into Krynos as well.
Alright.
Shift.
Do I,
Have to roll
do I need
rage
to
more.
roll rage?
If your temp is higher than your permanent.
It is lovely. So
Good
I
seven.
roll current rage and then spend it, or do I spend it then
You
roll
spend
rage?
it first and then roll rage.
Oh, cool. So that means one less rage. 10. And it's T6 or T7?
T7.
1. Woo!
So no frenzy. Alright,
I
make
am
your
a
attack
tall
roll.
cucumber.
Make your
Alright.
attack roll.
Dex Brawl. What's it?
To roll over, because he's not dodging.
Roll over. Let's see. Was
So,
my Krynos
if you-
strength is 6 plus 2.
Plus 2. So 10 dice.
10d 10 t6 f1. 6 damage. Please tell me that was enough.
It rakes across as he's like convulsing. He's like near death, just shy of it. As you see him collapse, you see his ribs showing as he's shaking. As he collapses, the gun goes sprawling out. Zeb, would you like to finish him off?
Absolutely. I guess it requires a roll still.
Yep. Yeah. It should be easy though.
Alright. Good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Don't you say that, Keegan.
Should be easy.
Dice being a bitch tonight.
Bitchiest.
The dice maiden giveth, and the dice maiden giveth away.
I'd rather have a 1 rollover and roll high damage than to have high accuracy and low damage.
As you go in with your claws, Zeb, and you just crush his skull.
Roy, use the radio. Tell them that the intruders are in the MNF building.
Okay. Red alert. Intruder seen in RNF building. MNF building. Sorry, I got
As
the
you
R&D and the MNF backwards.
As you hear him go,
Roger that, we'll have to split up forces, then cameras picking up 3 in R&D basement levels.
Roger.
as you hear him go,
Pumping the gas.
Oh, shh.
as Kyle, you look into the room that you just killed the guard in front of, and you notice that it's Titus Speaks for the Unheard. You haven't seen him for a while.
Oh, fuck. Poor Titus. Well, let's get him out of there.
Alright, so you use the badge
What's
as the door
the gas?
opens. As you see the gas filling, and your bodies feel odd. You're not quite sure why, but it feels sticky almost.
Is there anything that we can do about this, I guess? Does that make sense?
Yeah, not currently. As the door
Okay.
opens and you see Titus going, what? As he goes, is this some kind of fucking trick?
No, Titus, come on.
Kyle?
Let's go.
We gotta go. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here.
As you see him trying to focus on changing and you see him like, and he's unable to change. The hell's going on?
Just walk here first.
As
out
he
of the
walks
gas.
over to you, the whole hallway's filled with the gas.
Oh shit, I didn't realize.
Yes.
I thought it
Keegan,
was the
there's-
room.
Yeah, there's multiple doors, right?
Yeah.
We'll look in a couple.
You look into
I'll
a couple,
run
you
down.
see one guy. As you go through, most of them are just filled with people. As you see some of them looking at you with awe and fear, you notice that they're not suffering from the delirium, the patients here. Even in the less secure rooms.
Alright. So they're
Oh.
kin, maybe?
Can I
Can we just
rush
rip
down the
doors
hallway?
off? I was gonna start ripping doors off and just get the hell out of here.
As you're ripping off doors, you hear some people screaming, going, "Jesus Christ, they're monsters!"
I just want to try and get to a security checkpoint or booth,
Okay.
and maybe either A, turn off the gas, or B, open all the doors instantly.
Okay. Nope, all the security stuff is kept in a different building.
That makes sense.
SSI.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Titus?
is Mark getting anything? Is there any
Yeah, Mark-
feedback?
Yeah, Mark's feeling the gas being pumped, and so is Cora. You feel sticky,
Oh, okay.
you feel stuck.
Am I back in Hamid form since I passed out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have Titus grab the gun?
Yeah. Titus grabs the gun. Alright. As you start moving along, you turn a corner as you see two guys wheeling this dude with his mouth, like, locked in place. As they go, shit, as they pull their guns, I need a join battle roll, please.
With me?
With you three.
A joint battle roll? Is that just initiative?
Yeah, initiative.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm mixing games because I've been reading other games recently.
It's okay. Initiative.
And I'm sorry. Could I have please activated Luna's armor before this? Because I didn't realize we were like.
Certainly.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to roll that then.
Alright.
So is this place just one long hallway?
Like multiple hallways, yeah.
Okay.
It's there to make sure that even in Krynos form, like your guys' shoulders have maybe inches of clearance. It's here to restrict you. This whole place
That's
seems
fair.
to be built in a way to keep you guys under control and making it difficult for Krynos to function. Let's see. 14. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Kyle, what are you gonna do this round?
Well, probably get shot. There are two of them, right?
There are two of them.
I'm just gonna jump at the first one, spend a rage, and claw him twice. There's no point in dodging because I can't dodge bullets.
All right. Guard 1 is going to flip shit and just fire his gun at Kyle. You do notice that they don't seem to be suffering from the delirium, too.
Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was getting my games mixed up now
No, it's all good. Zeb?
because combat's different.
I'll spend an extra rage for 2 actions also, and they'll both be attack actions.
Okay.
I'll just attack the other guy, you know.
So Guard 2,
Yep.
Claw or Bite.
We'll do claw.
All right, and Roy?
I'm gonna use some of the Kalito. I'm going to charge and jump, spending a rage to shift into Lupus, and then spending another rage to shift back into Krynos behind him to attack him.
Okay. You notice that with the gas pumping in, it's harder to change. It will actually cost you 2 rage per shift because of the gas here.
So, is it just a +1 to spend rage, or is it like I can
For
still only spend a
shape-shifting
max of
specifically.
2, but I can
What's
still
your...
only
Yep, yeah, because it's half your permanent roundup
Right,
that you can
because-
spend.
4, so I can only spend 2 no matter what, even if it's like a +1 to shift.
Yep.
Okay. Then I will shift into Lupus and then attempt to bite at one of their weapon hands.
Okay, Guard 1 and 2.
Whichever one is moving after me. Or, yeah, after me.
You can't tell if Guard 2 is going to come after you because he gets to declare his action after you.
Right, so Guard 1. Because Guard 1's not attacking.
Okay. Alright. So Guard 2 is going to shoot at Zeb.
Alright.
And he's going to spend a point of willpower to get an automatic success.
Here we go.
Alright. So 3 successes. And you cannot soak.
All right, my favorite.
Silver bullets.
5 ag.
God.
As you see the bullet shear through your shoulder, you feel the scapula muscle explode. You all see the blood burst out into flames and blacken from touching the silver as it splashes this greasy smear. Oh, right. 1 sec. I need to put someone else in the initiative order now that they've caught up with you. Next round.
Oh God.
Is that Titus?
Yes.
Does Mark or Cora hear the gunshot?
They do hear the gunshot. So Titus will be going first next round.
How awake would you say Cora is at this point?
She's still groggy, but she knows a gunshot when she hears it.
Okay. So she'll get up and go to her little window.
Alright, Roy. You shift into Lupus, so you spend 2 points of rage. And you're gonna bite at guard 1's hand, attempting to disarm him.
Correct.
That will be a diff 6 bite.
+1, got it. And that is Dex Brawl still.
Yep.
And that is it. Fuck yes.
You get a hold as the gun goes flying as he's like, fuck! Alright, Zeb.
First attack here. I'll expend a willpower. Well, I have to spend a willpower from of these, right?
Do you have resist pain?
I do not, so I'm expending willpower. Alright, there's that first attack. 1 whole success. Want me to roll the second to hit first?
No, roll the damage first. It makes it easier on me.
Fair enough.
Dang, nice.
Yep.
Noise.
As you get a good claw in as the guy's gun goes flying thanks to Roy, and your claws are raked down as you see the flesh on his bicep as your hand claws down his arm and then across his chest start to fold up like a lampshade.
Nice.
Alright, second attack. Same roll.
Good enough.
Hopefully. And you just rip him to shreds as the other claw comes in and it strikes his stomach, rips open, the contents spill out as you hear several ribs crack as you fling him back and his body thumps onto the cold ground. Kyle,
Allow me to bring change to the Weaver.
Kyle, would you like to spend willpower in an attempt to change your action?
Well, the one I'm attacking was the one.
You said guard
the
one.
other one.
I thought you said guard 1.
Well, I was attacking the closest, and then Sean was attacking the other one.
Okay.
I thought he said.
That was my
Is that wrong?
That is correct.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, Roy and I tag team the same guy, and then
Got it. Alright, Kyle, roll your attack. Alright. That's 5 rollover.
Alright, it's starting better, but
20 damage. Let's go.
2 damage. 6. The guy's still up.
that's what the second attack is for. Oh god, hold on. I need to also roll rage
Oh.
still. Because I spent a rage, right?
Oh, yes.
Sorry, alright, so I'll switch to that. I mean, I imagine I'm attacking this dude anyway.
Yeah.
He's the last one.
Yeah.
But still gotta roll it. How many do I have now? 6. Or 5. 5.
Diff 6 on this one, because you're in Krynos already.
Oh, yes, of course.
Whoop. Frenzy.
Alright,
Nice.
well, now the second attack.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Okay,
It's fine.
It's gonna be great.
3 rollover.
I'm gonna love it.
Well, I mean, the combat will be over in a moment.
Yeah.
As you take him out.
And then anger management for Kyle.
As your foot comes down on his chest, the ribs break, and you hear the heart get stomped through as your foot hits the ground through him.
Nice.
And as the guy's eyes kind of flutter awake, he goes, as his mouth is just, closed, as he's looking over you guys.
Hello, brother.
As you see, tears just starting to, you see just tears pouring down his face.
while
Let's
that
get him
happens.
out.
Yeah, we'll rip him out. We'll get him.
As you rip him
get
out,
free.
as he tries to shift, as he shifts to Krynos, as he uses a ton of his rage, and he just gives out a howl, as it is the wolf equivalent of "I will murder all that stand before me."
What a guy.
As you guys start
People in the hallway. Yeah.
As you guys start to rush forward, and you see 2 other rooms with guards, but you guys slam into them. As Mark, you see the guard that's on your door, and then you just see red paste over the window.
I start pounding on the door, and I go, "I'm in here!"
And
Cora will do the same.
Yep. As the doors open, and you are greeted by Kyle, Zeb, Roy, Cora, the one you saw in the infirmary, and you notice Titus Speaks for the Unheard is there. He is in the same sort of hospital garb as you two.
I tackle hug Kyle.
I am unmoved physically because of Krynos.
Yep.
I return the hug.
As you hear him going, "Vent in the silver nitrate, we're taking him out," as you hear that on the radio.
And I look at everybody immediately and go, "We need to get out of here now."
All right.
Let's
go.
go.
I'll
As you guys start turning around then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm still in Lupus, by the way.
Okay. As you guys rush over to the elevator, you notice that all the power to the elevator has been cut off. You have to crawl up and do so.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I
You
guess I
guys-
should probably shift then.
I'll
Keep
just throw
going.
you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just whoosh. As you guys get out, you see people freak out on the upper levels as you notice some of the people they were testing definitely suffer from the delirium. And out of the gas's range now, you feel that stickiness escape you as you all kind of flee the campus.
All in freaking patient garb, butt flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
As you get off campus and you are able to shift into the Umbra safely, collapsing and breathing heavily.
Mark is just going to start laughing and crying tears of joy, and laughing and crying and laughing.
Your other 2 companions, or patient companions, are doing about the same.
Cora smirks at, bites his tongue, and says, "Told you so."
Guess you're right.
And this is horrible of me, but I am now going to check the guy I don't know with the worm. What is it? Worm's tooth?
The
Fang
yeah.
of the worm.
Fang of the worm.
Yeah, because I mean I don't want to, but like I'm not fucking this one up.
Roll Gnosis, please.
All right.
Mark's going to hug Cora.
Perfect.
She's unmoved because of the
She's
strength 5. As
She is-
the fang doesn't change at all.
That's
Stomp.
great news.
You guys notice then a kind of glow under. Mark and the other 2 are butt ass naked in the Umbra as well. Actually, yeah, or all 4 of you are, because Cora, the clothes weren't really bound, and
Mhm.
yep, so they didn't come with you. So there's
No.
just a pile of hospital garbs in front of a mirror somewhere.
Nice.
As
They took my clothes.
Well, and all of your fetishes, I imagine.
Fetishes.
Yep.
Oh, my bangle.
Keegan, werewolves don't heal aggravated, do they?
they heal a point of aggravated per day.
I will
Okay.
heal you.
On Mark's naked ass body, you notice this glow of a scar across his chest.
What the fuck is that?
What?
Cora just blinks like,
As Kyle walks over to Zeb.
What is your current rage?
1.
And current or permanent?
Permanent's 2.
What about permanent?
Permanent's 2.
2. Sorry, I heard 1 for some reason.
Oh yeah. Permanent is 2. 2 whole rage, guys.
2 whole rage.
No.
So, diff 2.
You're the chillest werewolf in the world.
3. As the wounds stitch together.
Took me down to crippled. That was a rough day. Thanks, brother.
Of course. Happy to help.
Well, there's at least some good regarding this company, in that they won't let the police investigate, but this is going to be difficult for all of you as well, given that if you tried to expose this company for holding werewolves captive, that would break the veil just as much as this company existing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And worse yet, if all of their research got out, it means potentially more nefarious actors could get a hold of all their research.
Maxwell.
I was just going to say Magadon, but yes, technically.
Any opportunity, I'll
But
take it.
with Mark returned, Fomori's Bane feels whole again. And hopefully, they'll have a bit of time to relax.
Hey,
next
where's
time.
Spirit Film?
Fuck,
Oh.
you don't. Shit.
So, but until then, he'll find out about those sad stories next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We will be back in 2 weeks. Next week is an off week. And we will catch you in that next episode. Bye.
Hey.
Bye.